Well, good day, all. Ira Epstein with your metal market wrap-up, and this wrap-up is for the evening of Monday, and here we are now on October 6th, 2025, and finally, Chicago weather's going to get away from this hot summer. Yeah, we've been in the 80s. That's unusual for this time of year. That's probably 20 degrees warmer than it should be. Now, away from the weather, we have more news. You're going to get the Redbook weekly retail sales. They've been running about a 6% increase. They'll come out at 7:55. Atlanta Fed President Bostic's going to speak tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. at a Nashville area Chamber of Commerce. The Federal Reserve will release their August U.S. consumer credit data tomorrow afternoon at 2. Last month's overall credit expanded about $5.16 billion. No, I'm sorry, $16 billion. I'm reading it. Can't see across the room. The API numbers, they'll come out too. So we have data coming out tomorrow, and that's the important thing. We have been blind. You're missing so much of the stuff from different government agencies that we're so used to getting. So now the question is, what do you do with all that when you're missing it? Well, the stock market hasn't cared. It's gone up to new all-time highs, and I'm sure you're aware of that. Tonight, everything is a bit lower. In the metal markets, copper got hit today. One of the reasons copper got hit had to do with the fact that the president signed another order where in Alaska, he's authorizing the building of a road to go to a mining area for a massive amount of copper. Under Biden, none of that would happen. Under Trump, it is all happening. On the energy markets, back and forth action. I expected a rally today via the OPEC cartel coming in with $137 billion increase. Now, you'll say, well, that's more oil. The market should have dropped. Not necessarily. The range was 137,000 barrels a day. I don't know if I said that earlier. 137,000 barrels a day more, up to 500,000. So it's the low end that came in. Bonds and notes had another sell-off today, adding more yield to the marketplace. And in the foreign currency market, you're a little bit of everywhere right now. So let's take a look and see what we've got. In the gold, what you're dealing with is debasement of the dollar. That's a term that I did not make up. I'm watching trader after trader, analyst after analyst. It could be Citadel, it could be Paul Tudor Jones. They're all coming out using that term as Americans have been running out of the dollar, and foreigners buying the gold market, and they started buying Bitcoin in a big way again too. So you have two elements going on here. You can see how the gold hit an all-time high tonight, 39.99 even, all right, just shy of the 4,000 mark. When you and I were talking all the way back here, and I was giving numbers in my last gold report, I said you can get up to 4,000, 4,200 level. You know, it was a wish, a pipe, a dream, and it's really occurred. So it's been a runaway market, no question. You've got the higher lows, higher highs in the market. The market has stayed beautifully over the 18-day average of closes. Just take a look. You haven't been back at it since August, and from that August time frame, here you are another $500 an ounce higher. In December gold, you have the bullish embedded reading, which means breaks in the market should still be well supported. When you look at the gold-silver ratio, a bit of a correction after getting to new lows. The new lows meant silver was stronger than gold, and today and Friday, gold stepped up to the plate and became stronger than the silver. But here, too, you have the embedded reading. Good breaks in the market. They should still be bought until you lose. And I'm not telling you to buy it, but I expect the trade's going to buy it until the red line closes under 79. The danger with when you get an embedded reading that's this long and running is, what does that mean? It could be a dollar break. Are you able to handle that in your futures account? You got to think these things through because it is scary up here. In the copper, you got over the Bollinger Band and coming back into it, and now you're developing current tense, developing a bullish embedded reading. And in the platinum market, when you got over this last week, as you know, I said I expected to pull right back, and it did. But it's kept the bullish reading. The market's also made a higher high than the other days, so you got to keep your eye on it. Now, I'm going to leave the October platinum. This is the last time I'm going to show it to you. This is from Monday, and we'll move into the January. That's where we belong in it. In the December dollar index, you rallied all the way up today and failed one more time in getting to the upper Bollinger Band. I teach you so often in my enhanced Bollinger Band course, not embedded. If the market gets there, the trade backs out of the trade. Now, this fought a big battle at the 100-day average down to the 18, turned the trend up, and it soared today, and that's what the market ended up doing. So you put it all together, you try to come up with the game plan, and that's what we do. Simply go to iraepstein.com, take a look at the different videos on the front page, look at the free offers. You can move your cursor up here, and you'll see that you get an icon to give it a click. Work it that way. I'm Ira. You have yourself a great evening. A lot of baseball on tonight. I'm a Chicago Cubs fan, but I don't think they can beat Milwaukee. I'm Ira. You have a good evening.